everyone, Mrs. Gonzales here, and today I'm going to teach you how to make the spice decorations. So there are a few things that you're going to get in your bag. You're going to get parchment paper, applesauce, string or yarn, glue, a straw, cinnamon, and a cookie cutter made on the library's 3D printer. So that's pretty cool. There are a few things that you're going to need for yourself. You'll need scissors, something to mix your dough in. You can use something to mix the dough. And then you are going to need a rolling pin. And if you choose, you can use cookie cutters of your own in addition to the one that we gave you. So what you're going to do is empty the cinnamon, glue, and applesauce into your bowl. Next, you're going to mix everything together, and you're going to want it to make a pretty thick consistency. So you're going to mix it until it begins to form a ball of dough. So I'm mixing mine right now, and as you can see, it's starting to become crumbly, and I'm making sure that all of the cinnamon is mixed in, because the cinnamon's really what makes it smell nice and will help it hold its shape. So you want to keep mixing and mixing and mixing. So when you think that you have the right consistency, you can see it's starting to become a little bit thicker. I can make a ball out of it. Now it's your choice whether you want to use your hands to mix or something else, but I didn't want to get my hands dirty. So when you're done mixing, you're going to put out your parchment paper. Then you're going to put your dough, form it into a ball, so you can see there's my ball. And then you're going to take your rolling pin, and then you're going to roll out your dough. Now you want your dough to be about 1/4 of an inch to an inch thick. So after you roll it out, it might look something like this. And then you can take your cookie cutters and cut out your shapes. So I am making stars. I'm also going to, I think I'm going to use the heart. I'm going to make a heart as well. So after you cut out your shapes, this is when you might need the scissors. I like to cut the straw into smaller pieces because we're going to use the straw to make holes in the top of the ornaments. And we do it now while it's wet before the decorations dry. So that way the hole dries nicely. So I'm just going to take the straw that I've cut into pieces and make a little hole in my ornament. So after you do that, after you've made the hole in the top of your decorations, you can either let your decorations air dry. You're going to, if you choose to do that, you're going to let them air dry either on a baking sheet or something else that's flat for 48 to 72 hours. And you're going to want to flip them in the middle of that drying process. But if you don't want to wait for them to air dry, you can put them in the oven. You're going to put them in at 200 degrees for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Please check on them just to make sure they don't burn. But when they're done, they will come out looking something like this. So you can see I made my star. I have the hole in the top of my star, and this is where we're going to use the yarn or string. You can cut it to whatever size you want. And you're just going to slip the yarn through, and then you're going to tie it off, and then you will have you tie it off, and then you'll have your decorations. So I hope you enjoyed it and have fun.